So I had a creative writing assignment in my sophomore year of high school where we had to write a short story, and I didn't want to write a short story at all. I'm definitely a novel person. I've known that my whole life. And so I wrote a story out of spite that was about a boy who woke up with a third arm and how he started out thinking that this was the coolest thing ever because he had this extra arm, and then it became a burden and he had to decide how to get rid of it.
Well, for those of you who live here in New York, where I live, you know that one of the cruelest things your parents can do when they move house is send you all of your stuff from grade school. So about, I don't know, 5 years ago, I got a huge box from my mom and dad that had all of the stories I had written, not in high school, but in, say, 2nd and 3rd grade. And the first one I pulled out was called The Alien Mine. It was about a girl very much like myself who discovered this alien mine behind her house. And I was thinking, wow, this is a really great story. This is exactly the sort of thing I would write about now. Like, I haven't changed at all. And then I thought, oh, wow, that's really sad. Here you go.
So I didn't write a lot in high school except for super bad poetry, but I did write a novel when I was 4, dictated to my babysitter called The Party. It's good, you guys. It starts out with a girl who loves unicorns, which is how I was, and then her father buys her a stable full of pregnant unicorns. More wonderful than unicorns, the potential for more unicorns. So it ends with party.
Well, I wrote a lot in high school, but I never ever finished anything, and so I would say what makes almost everything that I wrote hilarious was the totally unintentional cliffhanger. As far as funny things that I finished, when I was in elementary school, I wrote a story about a dog that goes for a ride in a hot air balloon, which...
When I was in elementary school, now I write books where everybody dies miserably and painfully. In elementary school, I liked unicorns.
They're good.
They were great, and we had an old rundown barn, so I wrote a story about how my little unicorn necklace charm, I dropped it in the barn, and then it magically came to life. And we rode off into the sky and had many, many adventures. I was so